What's up, Gazoo? You go cower under my coming up. There you go. Okay. You could have a cat for 12 or 14 years, however old he is, and I still don't trust you. Yeah, I'm still gonna run by you because I don't trust you. It's like, I don't know, you might do something to me. You've only been feeding me and letting me stay here for free for 14 years, but I still don't trust you. Cats. But I'll show you what I did do today. I love days like today. Got lots done. Moved the tin out and the tarp out of the garden. So I'm gonna expand my garden this year. I'll show you how. Like, this is just garden. This is garden number one. There's gonna be like, I'm gonna do like eco-terrorism, so to speak, of planting stuff all over my property, like potatoes and stuff like that. So I'm gonna bring it from that corner out to here. So it's actually about 4 feet wide, or gotta clear this out a bit more there, but it's pretty close. I gotta get the hard rake. It's still pretty soft right now, but I had the tin on here, so I moved all that tin. That's all the stuff from last year. I gotta go get some straw, rake it all. I'm not gonna flip it, I'm just gonna rake it, clean it up, and then I'm gonna put a whole bunch of straw down like I did last year, because that worked really well to keep the weeds. It doesn't stop all the weeds, but it gives the plants, I mean, you can see the stalks left over from my corn. They're good sized stalks there. I mean, the corn last year was, I think the stalks were like 12 feet high, so it's just I don't have enough in here, but I want to expand a couple more rows. I'm going to do the Three Sisters garden like I did last year, so one corn, pumpkin, squash, or watermelon, whatever, plant it, and then beans, or I can imagine cucumbers would go up a corn stalk, no problem. But I want to show you the real cool thing I did today, because I haven't, this is the first time I've been able to trim it back in like 2 years. So I didn't get very many grapes last year. I trimmed this back. It doesn't look like I did, but trust me, I did. So I got one little stalk going out that way because I wanted to go to the tree line and start going up. And then I got, the original plant was here. It does this weird thing where it does a Yui, and then there's the second stalk here. So I always got to watch those. The one that was in there didn't make it. Those are the green grapes. These are the purple grapes. And then it goes all the way, it gets way down by the wire here, so it always ends up on the ground. But I got it, see, I think it's regrown into the ground, sown into the ground here, which is good, means the plant will get more water. So that's the main vine. Then it breaks off into two here. This one goes all the way up the tree and ends up over here. Okay, that's not too bad. I can't really trim that back because it's getting a little bit too over my head. That's an oak tree that's going in. But this one, watch this one. Here. See, that one dies off, but he heads him off at Albuquerque right here. So I cut that one because I didn't want three vines going up the tree. I want this one to go out that way. So he goes up, Pretty good, right? He goes up, he goes up, he goes up, he goes, I don't know if we can follow it on the camera, where's the top of it? Way the heck up there. So it's like 3/4 of the way up the tree. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know if I'm lined up or not, but probably about there, maybe if I got it right. But anyway, almost up to the top of the tree. Like, he really grew last year. So that's good. And then I've got, hopefully heading out this way. My goal is to, by the time I'm like 95 or 100 years old, there's going to be like grapes the whole way around the property. I think that would be really cool. So I'm not really focused on getting a lot of grapes out of it, but I trimmed it all back, and I'll allow, I'm going to allow these stalks to go up as far as they want. That's fine, but I don't want to have too many, because then what happens is your grapes get really small. I need like the thicker the vine, the thicker the grapes, right? These are about, because this isn't the best spot in the world for grapes. These I bought 2000, it's 12 years old. This is a 12-year-old vine. But this is the only place I could put it where it wasn't in the way, kind of thing. Where it should be out in the front and whatever, but I can't plant stuff there. So if I could there, that thing would probably be about 4 times the size. And again, it's been, just keep in mind, it's been heavily neglected too. So I just kind of planted it and forgot about it. But that's, you know, the cool thing is there every year. So yeah, so we're going to see if I can get it at least to the greenhouse this year. That'd be really cool. That'd be really, really cool. So that's done. This, I got to dry the water out of it. It's kind of hard because every time I flip it, the water gets into a new puddle, and then I got to flip it again, and it takes forever to dry that way. But as soon as I get dry, I'm going to put it in the shed there, preserve it for later. I'm going to get all this done. I've got these filled up a bit. I'm filling them up more and more, filling that up. The goal is to fill them to the top. It's going to take a couple of years for them to get full. You know, again, no money to put into it. I just got to work with what I got. But yeah, big stuff's going to go here. In the back field, I'm probably going to see if I can put a couple of, depending on how many potato plants I can grow, but I got to get that pretty soon. Like, I got to go out and get my gardening supplies like ASAP because of everything going on in the world right now. And I suggest you do the same. But if I can get the potatoes are going to be a big one, and the pumpkins and the squash. Like, I mean, that's survival food, big survival food, right? Yeah, and then canning everything. So that's what I got done there. And what else did I do today? I did a bunch of things. Got my chainsaws working. Well, they were already working, but sharpened up, ready to go. Chains tightened and everything like that. So I got that. I could work on the truck today, but I don't know. I don't want to start that this late in the afternoon. So maybe tomorrow I'll do that. Tomorrow's Easter, actually. I got to pump up that front tire and the back tire and the other tire and the other tire. I got to pump up the tires on that truck is what I'm getting at. And then I want to get this wood in. I can start throwing some of that in tomorrow. That's how much we got left. So we did good this year. We did pretty good this year. And my scrap metal, there's an old tractor and stuff like that I got to get out of there. I got to go check to see how many batteries I got left. I got to make I was going to try to make 3 metal runs this week. This week past. Didn't happen, but the following week I'm going to try to get at least 2 to 3 metal runs, because I start that tree job on Thursday, and that's going to be probably Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So I got to get this engine out of here. The tractor parts got to stay. Kind of, there should be a transmission in here somewhere. I got to get that lawn tractor out of here. That'll be hopefully next to go. So yeah, I got lots of work. A little bit of scrap in there. I got a couple of small motorcycle batteries here. Take those in. Town is 180 a ton up here. Woo! That's pretty slippy. That's a Charlie Brown funky chicken right there. And then I got to get poor Unico hauled away this year. I'm gonna be it's always sad to see a vehicle you really like go. You know what I mean? Then I don't know about this stuff. This is up to my dad. But if these rims, if I can get the tires off, these tires are no good. But my dad's not known to throw things out. You know? But if I could talk him, like, I mean, the plow's obviously good. But if I could talk him like that ladder, stuff like that, just clean up around here. There's a bunch of scrap metal there I got to get rid of. The plow guy took out the corner of our shed this year. I mean, we were going to take it down anyway, but it would have been nice if he didn't hit it, you know. So that's what's normally in my shed, if you're wondering. If you're ever wondering, I got to take these pop cans back, go through these tires for my Ford F-150. Some of them are probably got a little bit of life on them, but to be honest with you, I'd rather just get rid of them all. Keep the rims, obviously, because yeah, so I got to go through all this and get this all sorted out, because we were going to tear this down anyway and build something else. So, because we have no place to work on anything. I mean, you got 2 tractors in here. That's their main spot. We've got all kinds of wood here. I got to toss out my bait freezer. I opened it up the other day. It smelled pretty good there. There's still stuff in there. So, not bait, but skulls. So, yeah, got to get that done. So, now's the time to do it. Now's the time to do it. And then I got to hook up the 4-pin on that, get the brake job done on that. And yeah. So hopefully I got the paint job sort of done on. I think I got to do a coat number 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. But I'm on coat number 1. So I'll have to do that again. But other than that, that's been a pretty good day. Pretty good day. I didn't get to the bike today. I will get to the bike. I know I said that last year, but this year I can get to the bike. One of 2 things is going to happen. Either I get to the bike or I drop the bike off at a mechanic. Problem is, I can take the bike in this to a shop, but the shops I want to take it to, well, they're far away, and I really don't want to drive that truck that far, just because anything that's an eyesore is like you're paranoid about taking it far because you don't want to get pulled over and all that. I mean, there's really nothing wrong with the truck. I mean, but I got to do a few things to for the tune-up or whatever. So you know, things like I do have to fix the door. That I do have to do. But after that, the only other thing, one of my windshield wipers went, but I think it just shorted out. I just gotta re-bleed the brakes, retighten that brake emergency brake cable. There's brand new brakes in there, so that stuff. Yeah. So other than that, but it's one of those trucks that they want to see if you have, when they see vehicles that are, you know, all banged up like that, they usually assume you don't have insurance and stuff like that. So I want to do that before I take the bike anywhere. I don't want any of the local mechanics working on it, just because, not that I don't like them or anything like that, but they take forever to get to it, and they don't specialize in those type of bikes. So I'm going to take it if I have the money. If I don't have the money, then I'll be doing it myself at some point. All right, anyway, I'll leave it at about that. So good day. I got that. My grapevines are nice and ready to go. Got the garden just about ready to go. Got to get the tarp out of there if it stops raining so it can freaking dry properly, so I can fold it up and get it out of the way. That'll be great. All right, there we go. Have a great day, eh?